If an embryo can be placed in the wrong patient, what makes you so confident your simple clinic workflows are actually safe? That IVF story is not just about fertility medicine. It is about something more uncomfortable in healthcare. Systems fail long before people realize they are fragile. We like to believe healthcare breaks only in rare, extreme situations. But wrong-site surgeries, misdiagnoses, medication errors, and documentation failures were all once considered rare too. The real pattern is not rarity. It is accumulated fragility. Healthcare still runs on a quiet assumption that trained, careful people can compensate for weak system design. That works until it doesn't. We celebrate the clinician who catches the mistake at the last second, the staff member who double-checks under pressure, the physician who notices an error in time. We call it professionalism. In reality, it is often a system relying on human rescue instead of prevention. That same pattern exists outside clinical care, especially in billing and operations. Most physician-owned practices do not have true systems. They have workflows built on memory, inboxes, and informal rules. Claims depend on follow-up, that depends on time, that depends on people who are already overloaded. Denials are managed, not prevented. Revenue leakage is discovered late, not designed out. It feels stable until stress exposes the cracks. This is what I call process fragility. It builds quietly and looks harmless right up until it isn't. Now artificial intelligence is being added into this environment, but most of the conversation is misplaced. The question is not whether it makes things faster. The real question is whether it reduces dependence on fragile human memory chains or simply accelerates them. Because automation on top of a fragile system does not fix it. It scales it. The IVF case is just a visible version of what many clinics experience invisibly every day. Small failures that pass through unnoticed until they accumulate into something expensive, clinical, or legal. The hard truth is this. Most practices are not at risk because people are careless. They are at risk because systems quietly depend on people being perfect, and people are never perfect. So the real question for physician owners is simple. Where in your practice are you still depending on someone noticing a mistake instead of designing a system that prevents it from happening in the first place? If this resonates, don't just agree with it. Identify one workflow this week that depends on memory or vigilance. That is usually where the real risk lives.